How's it going? Today we get to look at a camera from one of my favorite camera companies, Foscam. This is the R4S camera. And according to the box here, it's a 4 megapixel, 2304 by 1536 resolution. That doesn't sound standard, but I'm sure it's great. Pan tilt, I like this part. 350 degree pan, 100 degree tilt. This is important. 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi. You can also plug it into an Ethernet cable. So if you had Ethernet access near where you want the camera, you can do that too. WDR technology, clearer image under a wide range of lighting conditions, especially in the backlit scene. I know that they will sell special lenses sometimes for WDR. I don't know much about it, but I assume that means a better picture. Intelligent alerts, two-way audio, infrared range, 26 feet, although it says 33 feet on the Amazon page there. And then an external card slot. So I like Foscam. One of the things I really like about Foscam is that they're not afraid to give you an RTSP feed, which means even though their app is fine, if you wanted to use their cameras with a different video recording software, you're free to do that. That is a feature that is missing from some other cameras, unfortunately. So here we go. We're going to go through the process for setting up this little baby. Here's the camera out of the box. It's a nice size. It's a matte black finish. Here's where you can connect an Ethernet cable if you want to connect that way. Comes with a Wi-Fi antenna, boosts the range a bit. That's fantastic. It looks like we got speakers here, speaker up here. I'm assuming those are speakers. What else? Looks like this might be a light sensor on the top right there. You can mount it. Oh, it's got a nice mount. I like the mount. Here it is. I actually like the mount quite a bit. I've used this kind of camera mount before, and it's great because you can hang it upside down, right side up. You can set it at whatever angle you want, so very, very useful. Takes 5-volt power supply right here. It's not a power over Ethernet camera. A couple of LEDs and a slot for the SD card right there. So that's that. Let's fire this baby up and get it going on my network. Now, I already have the Foscam app, and I already have a camera, a different Foscam camera connected, but we're going to add a new one. So let's just go through the process here. We'll plug it in. Okay. Should start doing some stuff here. We got an LED coming on back there. Ooh, it does some little bits of wiggling around here. LEDs came on here, the night vision LEDs.
Hello, Foscam.
Hello, Foscam. Ooh, very nice.
For Wi-Fi configuration.
Oh, I love how she says that. Wi-Fi configuration. All right. So we're going to set up an IP camera here. So power up the camera. Hello, Foscam. She said that. Okay, next. Ooh, scan the QR code. I love when they do this. QR code on the bottom. There you go. Ready for wired connection? Nah, let's do it Wi-Fi. All right, we heard her say, ready for Wi-Fi configuration. I don't need to watch the video, but there's a nice video there I'm sure you could watch. We'll put in, now I can put in my password.
For Wi-Fi configuration,
Wi-Fi
please point the
connecting.
QR code to the camera directly.
Oh. That's a horrible noise. Okay.
Wireless connection succeeded.
Yay! Oh, now we get to set the camera. Oh, great. We're going to call it theater. We can look at the live video here. Oh, okay, good. So you have to give it a username. We're going to call it theater. This is important because we are going to want to use the RTSP feed. And in order to get that, we're going to have this stuff here. So we have to have a new camera password. So I'll put a password in over here. All right, there we go. There it is. That's awesome. There it is. Hello. Let's play around with this some. Oh, motion detected. Okay. I love the pan tilt. That's one of my favorite things about cameras. It's maybe not always something we use much, but I love having the option of pan tilt. What else? What other commands we got over here? Oh, we can probably take a snapshot. Okay, that's great. Here's the two-way audio. Hello. Hello. Okay. All right. Well, actually, let's look at these settings. So you've got some different sensitivities for motion detection. That's nice. We've got a schedule, detect a specific area. Oh, cool. So you can like designate a certain area. So if you don't want it to monitor for motion over the whole area, you can just pick some portion of the image. Very useful, that. Let's see, what else can we do? We can flip it this way. We can flip it that way. This is the pan tilt zoom page. Set it, turn it a little bit, and then you hit the favorites, and it'll save that one. Now let's say we wanted to see a different image over here, and maybe up higher, like that, and we save another image. It's detecting motion. And then whatever, you could even go down and zoom. These, let's see. These icons control optical zoom, which is not, which is not a feature of this camera. Oh, to perform digital zoom, pinch the image. Oh, okay. I wonder if that works. Save that one too. Okay, now we can go to our presets, and then we've got these 3 presets. It doesn't look like it saved the zoom preset. That's fine. So then we can hit those, and it'll take us to that view. I love that. This is what makes pan tilt zoom cameras useful, is having these presets and then being able to call the presets and go to a certain view on demand. And then you can do this cruise, which is actually pretty nice. Can I cruise vertical? Whoa. Okay, very nice. We're going to have to update that firmware, aren't we? If you have all the same brand cameras, in this case, if you had all Foscam cameras and you just had all of your cameras in one app, that'd probably be fine. Great. All your cameras in one app, happy days, right? But if, like most people, you have cameras from different brands, then what makes a lot of sense is to be able to use those cameras together in some other sort of video recording software, like Blue Iris. Let's do the firmware update. And while we're doing that, I'm going to start firing up Blue Iris so we can get this camera connected with all my other cameras. See, it's doing this on its own, part of the reboot process, I'm sure, even though it still only says 74%. Oh, lights are back on. Yeah, this is the same thing it did when we powered it up. I was hoping that in here you could find the RTSP feed, because I thought you could. 8-hour video history, activate now. Yeah, no thanks. I'm not one for paying for any sort of online storage. I'll store it all myself. Thanks. Thank you very much. Appreciate the offer. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to set this sucker up as a new camera in Blue Iris. You can see my kids all doing their duty on a Friday night, playing video games or watching YouTube or whatever they're doing. So to get this camera connected to Blue Iris, we need to find the IP address for this camera. So we're going to use this equipment search tool. Download that sucker. Okay, it ends up right here. Search tool exe. And I assume that this is going to search my network and find some cameras. This equipment search tool will give us the camera name, the IP address. So let's set up a new camera. Here we go. Plus. Camera's name is Theater. Short name is Theater. Okay, it's an IP network camera. So then it should be at port 88. Video main, I thought. It says it's detected. Wait. No. Yes, there it is. Yay! Oh, goodness. That took longer than it should have. But there it is. Okay, great. Now I've got my Foscam in Blue Iris. Golly, that was harder than it should have been. So I really like having a system like this because I've got cameras of 4 or 5 different brands that I can blend together. A lot of camera companies don't make it easy to incorporate into a system like this. Foscam does make it easy. So thank you, Foscam, for making this available. Now I actually just have to install this thing in the theater, and then we'll be done. Well, there you go. It's the Foscam R4S. It's an indoor pan-tilt Wi-Fi camera that does 5 gigahertz as well as the 2.4 gigahertz. That's important. It looks good, has good pictures, and to me, most importantly, it gives you an easily accessible RTSP feed. That's it. Thanks. Adios.